in this video, we are going to evaluate some algebraic expressions. Okay, so the first thing it says to do is do 7 plus 5 times x minus 4 cubed. And they want us to do this for x equals 6. That means we are taking the 6 and plugging it in for the x right here. Okay, so instead of 5 times x minus 4, it's going to say 5 times 6 minus 4. Now we have to use order of operations. Order of operations, remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We do parentheses or grouping symbols first. So the first thing we're going to do is this 6 minus 4, and that is going to give us 2. Now we have 7 plus 5 times 2 cubed. The next thing you do in order of operations is your exponents. So we are going to take care of the 2 cubed. 2 times 2 times 2 gives me 8. Now I have 7 plus 5 times 8. Now remember in the next step, the M and the D stand for multiplication and division. You go from left to right. Okay, we're going to complete our multiplication and division from left to right. So when we look at this particular problem, we have 7 plus 5 times 8. We do the 5 times 8 first, and that gives us 40. Now we have cleared all the multiplication and division. The last thing we have to do is the 7 plus 40. Remember, the A and the S stand for addition and subtraction, and you clear it from left to right. You do those at the same time from left to right. So we end up with 47. Let's try another one. On this one, we have x squared plus 5x minus 3. And they want us to solve this when x is equal to negative 6. So we are plugging in a negative 6 right here for the x squared, and we are plugging in a negative 6 right here for this x. Okay, so we get negative 6 squared plus 5 times negative 6 minus 3. We have no parentheses, so we're going to start with the exponent. Negative 6 times negative 6 is a positive 36. Now, if you are using a calculator, you must use the parentheses. If you just type negative 6 squared, it's going to tell you it's negative 36. If you want to square that negative, you have to put it in parentheses. So negative 6 times negative 6 is positive 36. Okay, we clear that first. Now we have 36 plus 5 times negative 6 minus 3. Right, so the next thing we are looking for is our multiplication and division. So we're going to do the 5 times negative 6 next, and that gives me negative 30. Now we have cleared all the multiplication and division, so what we're going to do next is we are going to solve this problem from left to right, the addition and subtraction. So 36 plus a negative 30 is a positive 6, and then 6 minus 3 is 3. So your final answer for this one would be 3. Let's try one more in this video. In this one, we're going to plug in 4 for x and negative 2 for y. So everywhere you see an x, you're going to plug in a positive 4. Okay? And then everywhere you see a y, you're going to plug in a negative 2. So here and here. So that's how they got negative 2 times 4 squared plus 5 times 4 times negative 2 minus negative 2 cubed. Now your first step is to do all of the parentheses. But if you look at these parentheses, there's nothing to do inside the parentheses. Those are just there to show, like here it's multiplication. Okay. So, and here it's just representing that negative. It's enclosing the negative in the parentheses. So we have no things to finish for step 1. Okay. Now step 2 is exponents. We do have some exponents. We have this 4 squared, so we want to get that done. And we have this negative 2 cubed, so we want to get that done. 4 squared is 16. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 is negative 8. So now we're ready for the next step. On the next step, we're going to clear all the multiplication and division. So we're going to start here, and we're going to do that negative 2. Let me get a different color since I've already used green. We're going to do negative 2 times 16 here, and that's going to give me negative 32. And then here, I've got 5 times 4 times negative 2. Okay, that's 20 times negative 2, and that's going to give me the negative 40. And then we just bring down the minus negative 8. Now we've cleared all our multiplication. We didn't have any division. The last thing we want to do is we want to do our addition and subtraction, and we want to go from left to right. So we do negative 32 minus 40 is a negative 72, and then negative 72 minus negative 8, remember two negatives there are going to make that positive, negative 72 plus 8 gives us a negative 64.